first African Caribbean International Festival of Life, and of course the 32nd Chicago Music Awards taking place July 4th through the 7th, right inside of Washington Park. We always like to start off with a little blessing, and so if at this time we could ask Justice Hall to give us a little blessing to open up, it could be appreciated.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. If we'll all bow our heads. Lord, we come to you this moment in time, asking you for your very special blessings on those who would carry the word, the media. Ask them to carry it fairly, justly, accurately, and without bias. We also are here this evening to lift up the gifted ones among us whom we celebrate at the Chicago Music Awards and throughout the Festival of Life for this year. The talented ones, those whom you have bestowed special gifts, the gift of song, the gift of merriment and joy and spirituality. Thank you for them and for their willingness to share in these festivities. And finally, Lord, we ask your blessing on the workers, those among us who volunteer, those among us who work so hard day and night to bring these events one more time in Washington Park, one more time for families and friends and children and for all to celebrate. Thank you for them. Thank you for their willingness to serve. And all these blessings we ask in your name. Amen.
Oh, sorry. Yes, again, thank you very much. We will now introduce ourselves, and other people later on will acknowledge them at some point if possible. But just to introduce ourselves, if this program is being recorded, if the host could start recording.
My name is Hanif. I'm with Fire Productions, known as DJ Fire. We do our own events and we promote a lot of reggae around the Chicago suburbs.
Thank you. And of course, my name is Ephraim Martin. You can continue from there.
Keep checking in.
We'll check in.
Continue.
Philippe with Artist Relations Management.
My name is Cheryl Humphrey.
Carl Washington, by way of New Orleans, but not new to Chicago, production manager and producer.
And what else we're missing? Okay, we're not going to slow it down, so if you can quickly do that, introduce yourself. If not, we'll move on, and at some point we'll acknowledge you. If you need to unmute and introduce yourself, you may do so now.
Geraldine Bates, House Manager for the Chicago Music Awards.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, we're not going to slow it down. We'll acknowledge you later on those who miss. I see Arden is there. I saw the text, and we'll keep it going. Again, we say welcome to each and every one. We are looking for a very a successful and celebrated event for July 4th to the 7th. But let me just say this: in 2019, Thursday to Sunday, July 4th to the 7th, at the Washington Park, same location, was our 27th African Caribbean International Festival of Life. It was combined with the 38th Chicago Music Awards. That was a big success. Just like it is going now, the first day was on Thursday, that was the Independence Day, but more so the American. And of course, the Friday was the Music Awards. Once again, coming this Friday, July the 5th, will be the 42nd Chicago Music Awards. And we look forward to see most of the 150 plus nominees and honorees to be attended to for this grand celebration. This year, this is for the third time that the African Caribbean International Festival of Life will be combined with the Chicago Music Awards. And like I mentioned again, it's going to be the same spot. We're honoring the best of Chicagoland entertainers in all categories of music. Of course, the nominees you should know are from within the 200 miles radius from Chicago to be considered a nominee. And the same goes for some of the special honorees. Every now and then we have special honorees, which you'll be knowing about, which you'll be learning about later on. And on the night of the event, you may know the surprise honorees that will be at hand. But we are very excited about this year. As you know, our objective of Martins International is bringing nations together through music and culture. That is very important to us. So we want to make sure that you all bring your flags and your the different the lifestyle of your country to showcase the Festival of Life. We are also rooted in history and of course education when it comes to the African Caribbean diaspora. So it's not just a regular festival, it's more than a regular festival. We are rooted. And as some of you may have known, I'm celebrating my 50th golden anniversary in media, entertainment, and social justice activism this year. And with that in mind, I must say a special thanks to my wife, Justice Shelvin Hall, the Martins International Black Heirs Coalition, Matter Coalition, along with Alderman David Moore, Sophia King, and the scores of other people who supported us. I must mention Mayor Lightfoot also, who supported us in renaming Lakeshore Drive in honor of the founding father of Chicago, a black man from the Caribbean, the country of Haiti. His name was Jean Baptiste Point de Saba. And of course, in June 25th, 2021, after struggling for over a year following the death of George Floyd, we kicked off this movement in July 4th officially of 2020. And by 2021 June, we gained that massive victory. And now when you drive on that outer drive, or they would call it Lakeshore Drive, it is now Jean Baptiste Point de Saba Lakeshore Drive. So that was a major victory for us. And I want to thank all the people who participated in that event. I want to say, remind you that this year, the event is again dedicated. This is our 3rd anniversary of the Saba Lakeshore Drive, and we are dedicating the event to Jean Baptiste Point de Saba Lakeshore Drive, and of course to health awareness, which is so important to the entertainment industry and to all of us. we are having, we'll be having a grand celebration with outstanding entertainers in all categories of music. Over 150 nominees were named recently, and the voting will continue through the 15th of February. Take that back, 15th of June. Now, for this award, we have about 31 categories plus the special honorees, and I think in our last press conference, we did mention those special honorees and nominees. So you can go to the Chicago Music Awards to see who you want to vote for, who the nominees are. Among the nominees, among the performers for this Festival of Life, we have a great kickoff on Thursday. Because kicking off but first let me tell you about the top nominees, the top performers for the weekend. They're all great performers, but the ones that the people, the America and the rest of the world is talking about today. You all know this song called Drift. When I say Drift, everybody know who you're talking about. Because it's international. You see it in the national news all the time. They're talking about Drift and the artist. His name is TJ. And TJ will be one of our headliners for this festival. So we want to let you know so you can spread the word. TJ will be in Chicago celebrating at the International Festival of Life. Also, along with him another dancehall entertainer known as Agent Sasko, also known as they also call him the that name is
Assassin.
Thank you. That really is something hard to come out. So yeah, Assassin. But affectionately he's called Assassin. He will be here as one of the performers. Now, to kick off the weekend, we are going to take it on memory lane. And of course, this is what is called a blast from the past with some of the legendary entertainers in entertainment here in America. Because we'll be bringing to you Rolls Royce. Some people know car wash. When I say Rolls Royce, they know other things. But Rolls Royce will be performing along with Stylistics featuring Van Freeman, Blue Magic, and that Thursday to kick off that day. Because we know that that day is going to be massive. When you put all those three together, everyone wants to be there. So remember, kicking off the festival is the blast from the past with those legends. And you don't want to miss that for sure. That's a good thing for media, that's a good thing for everyone to come out and kick off the festival with those legends. We also have another legend from the time by the name of Slave. Slave will be among the entertainers who will be performing that weekend. And they're another legend in the music industry. There will be, of course, when you talk about the legend, you're talking about the best of R&B, classic. You're talking about soul and funk. That's going to be off the chain going there. And we have other performers who are outstanding, big name performers from Belize. Big Bang will be among the performers, giving you some real hip hop touch. Also coming will be a Lil June, Afro Punta, in addition to over 50 other world music acts from reggae, Caribbean, Afrobeat, pop, R&B, gospel, comedy, you name it, jazz, blues, spoken word, DJs and other genres of music will be displayed at this event. It is made possible, of course, through the support of some of our sponsors. such as NBC5, Telemundo, WBOM 1690, Chicago Park District, the Sava Museum, Rogers Park Fruit Market, T-Mobile, Vivi, Lift, Overall Market, African USA Today magazine, and others. We want to say special thanks to all those people who have contributed to make it possible. There are more to come later on, but these are some of the participants who join us to help to make this event possible. So all 4 days will be going non-stop music. We may still have the soccer. We'll see if everything is all right with that, but tentatively we may be having a 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 soccer tournament going on. If not in our spot, if it's not big enough, and the open day across the street. But those are some of the plans for this year. And I yield now to other members who may want to have talk about the plans going forward. I'll turn over to the public relations. Valerie.
Good evening, everyone. If you have questions, please fire away. Well, just as I'm sorry, question?
Okay, so Mr. Martin, you're saying that the headliners is going to be on Thursday, Rolls Royce,
Yeah,
and then Assassin is on Friday,
Saturday.
Saturday, Assassin, and then TJ is Sunday.
Oh boy. We don't want to see the park overfull now, so let's not say what day is gonna be, but could be.
Cool. Queen Bee.
Yeah, we are being even done on Sunday for Assassin.
Okay,
Not
and
far.
then Slave is for the last day.
Yeah,
I just wanted to get that correct.
yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
And of course, you're gonna have over 50 other acts. It's just that it's too many for us to announce tonight. However, in the next couple of days, when you go to the website, you'll be seeing a lineup of most of the acts that will be taking the stage. Friday is going to be dedicated fully to Chicago talents, from dancehall to blues, jazz, just about everything that you can think about music Chicago, indies and others. And like I mentioned, the voting for the awards will be going on through the 15th of the month. And then on the night of the event, you know who the winners are. I know already a lot of the nominees are mobilizing their team to come out and cheer them on. So that's a good thing. Some of them already mobilized over on the team members to who have already gotten tickets to come out and cheer them on. So we want to encourage all the other nominees to do the same and to come out and have a great time. Okay, anyone else with any question? Okay. Any concern? Okay. All right, well, as usual, we like to make our meeting short. But if there are no other questions, I can tell you that where the tickets are available. Tickets are available at internationalfestivaloflife.com, and you can get them either on Eventnor or Eventbrite. Also at our events, there are several other places that you can get the tickets. But those are our main locations for tickets. The tickets are discounted, and some of them up to 50%. So we encourage everyone to secure their tickets now while the price is low. Because as we get closer, those prices are subject to change without notice. All right. No further questions from anyone?
Are we doing one stage or two stages?
Okay. Yes, we're gonna have the a variety stage, and we're gonna have the main stage. Not main, but unity stage that we use at church.
Who do you contact for booking?
Philippe is the one in charge of the booking and everything. The coordinator for the entertainers, for all the people that will be performing. I think the booking part is kind of tricky because we have already we have about a lot, and
Okay, we have capacity already. Okay.
but we can still talk about it based on the artists and the participants or what participate that we can accommodate some.
Okay.
Martin, those that have been scheduled to perform for the CMA awards portion, have they received any email or anything, notification?
If the email, all the emails are correct, I know just about everyone received a notification after the nomination and how they want to participate. And once they send it back to us, we'll make the decision, then they will be notified. Sometimes the next Monday, everyone will be notified officially that they're accepted.
By next Monday, you say everyone will be officially notified?
Yes.
Okay.
In the meantime, we are notifying people as we go along, but the full list will be out the way, should be out the way by then.
Okay, all right. And just in case if they have a different email, who should I send that email to, that email address to?
Okay, so you send it to Chicago Music Awards
Okay.
.com, and you can also copy it to festoflife@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have any other questions?
Mr. Martin, maybe we can answer some of the questions in the chat. So for media access, and passes, please visit our website. There is a downloadable form, that you can complete and submit back to us, sooner the better. And we'll review your request and provide further directions for media access. There's two more questions about, the CMAs and attire. Would you like to take that one, Mr. Martin?
Okay, it's true that we're in the park, but I know that won't stop the people. Like in 2019, it didn't stop them from coming out in their tux and walking the red carpet and having a great time. So people are going to be, but the red carpet won't roll out until 6 o'clock. That's when the carpet will be out. In the meantime, in the daytime, some people are going to freestyle, just dress casual until when it's time for them to walk the red carpet, they may go and change and, dress up for the red carpet. And, yeah, so, and some ladies, after 6, they're going to be maybe in their gowns and different things like that. So, yeah. But you can spend the entire day because we're going to start the music from 12 o'clock. Of course, we have a whole lot of DJs for the Chicago Music Award. We have, in the reggae circle, we have about 7. We have about, in the overall DJs, about 40, or somewhere about that. And we're going to try and put in everyone, a little 15 minutes here, 10 minutes here, starting from 12 in the daytime. Of course, the person kicking it off will be the one that gets the most time at that time. And then we may have to force them over into another day if we can't keep an all the DJ. But we want the DJ to, especially the world music DJ, and
Transferring call.
to display their talent in a nice and fun way. I'm not gonna create a class or because it's not. It's just to exhibit their talent in different ways.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. There's a question about, ticket giveaways for some of our local stations. So we will, work with our local partners to do ticket giveaways in general, responding to the requests as we can, but you can elaborate for us.
Yes, definitely. We have been giving away tickets since the last couple of weeks in different regions, different places, with different stations, concerts, and so forth. That will continue. We have been earlier. We were matching people to buy $10, so they get one, which means that they're getting like 2 for 1. Most of them are buying 2, so rather than the regular price, they're just paying $20 for the 2. But it's now, as you may have known, the standard price is between $35 and $40, which is the cheapest of any festival of this level in Chicago and anywhere across the country. But we know what's going on with the economy, so we try to make it easy on our community so that everyone can come out and get tickets. Temporarily, because we have so many golden ages and seniors who come into the event. I was at a function the other day, and there are lots of seniors, and the question was asked, what are you going to do for the senior? Well, right now, when you go online, there's something special for the senior there, so that they can get their tickets now online, so that they won't have to stress about it too much. And we have given away tickets to some senior citizens home in the community who are less fortunate. We have given tickets to some of those people.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. There's another question regarding volunteers.
Yes, there is a link on the website if you want to volunteer your service. You just go on the link, fill out the application, and get the task, because we would love your participation. So please do that sooner rather than later, so we can start positioning you where you fit, where you're best fit. Do we have any further questions or concerns?
Yes, hi, this is Grace. I had a question. Is there a way whoever is in touch with some of the artists that are going to be performing can let them know to post the flyer and to say they're going to be there?
Yes, we are pushing that.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to make sure that they are posted and repost and share with your people and ask your people to do the same. We use other thing that we said, each of the artists or other people ask 10 people, ask 10 of your friends to do the same thing to post, and just keep it going.
Yes, and good job to Valerie for putting together the social media blast schedule. That was very nice.
Thank you so much. We will push out more content as in updates, so certainly watch out for it. We have an awesome social media team and visual team that really does all of the work, moving out all of the good energy that we'll see during the festival. So thank you all.
Yes, that's amazing. Thank you.
Yep. And please share. When you see the movement out, on social media, please share and share on platforms within your networks.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
There is a question, Martin, about security. So maybe if you would touch on logistics in general, you know, for the festival for the weekend.
That's a question about security.
Yeah. It just says, what about the security detail? Can't have enough of it just in case it gets hectic. But if you know, want to talk about the logistics of the area and how we work very closely with the city to, you know, ensure certain directions and traffic and all of those things are in place. So we really do a lot of I guess you would say, event execution according to, you know, the guidance of the city of Chicago and all of that. But that was another question there. I didn't want to ignore it.
Yes, and with the security, of course, we're gonna have a tight security in all ends and fully covered. And we don't really go into details of the plan because that's one of the things they don't do. But we make sure that the event is well protected, secure. And of course, as the police have reported a few years back, that our festival is the best and safest festival in Chicago for over 20 years. No problem, peaceful all the time. It's just one love, like everybody just coming, having a good time. You know, culturally rich, and they gave it the thumbs up for being the best. You know, so that we appreciate also. But yes, our security is going to be a top of our time.
Next question is about food vendors.
Okay. So we're going to have several food vendors from Caribbean food, and when you say Caribbean, you know, jerk is a part of it. And for African food, you're going to have several African food there. Wow, yes, I really taste of Africa. Food is really just like a taste of Jamaica food and soul food and you name it will be there. Regardless of your taste buds, there will be something for you. And the kids, I noticed that we have kids under 12. We had a few hundred already who have already registered to be there. So that's going to be a good thing. We just have to strengthen up activities for the kids, and it's just going to be wonderful.
Hey, it's Mars. Specifically, someone contacted me. They were interested in vending food vendors. They were a food vendor last year. And they said that they went on the website to reserve it. And it said that it was sold out for a 10 by 10. And I guess only a 10 by 20 was available. Is that still the case?
Well, there's about 2 or 3 more 10 by 20 available. The single spot, those are gone. So those are sold. We're out of the 10 by 10 and only the 10 by 20 limited, but no jerk. If they're talking about jerk, can't take it.
Okay, I figured that they said barbecue is what they wanted. Barbecue steak, pork, ribs, chicken, and grilled fish.
Yeah, well, I'm going to call us or contact us because we may be able to accommodate them with a 20 by 20 if they get to us on time before it's gone. But yes, we may be. They just can't add jerk in it, no more jerk. Thank you, Mark. Okay, and the payment method, someone asked. Okay, for vendor, you can always go on Zelle and make payment, which is the 312-719-6181. That's the Zelle, 312-719-6181. Or they can go on the website, internationalfestivaloflife.com,
I
And
think she meant payment methods at the gate. I think Dana asked about what payment methods are being accepted at the gate.
well, I probably gave you maybe Visa, MasterCard, you have your credit card, and pay at the gate, or you can pay cash.
So no Apple Pay, Cash App, or Zelle at the gate.
No, we can't, I don't think we can do that at the gate, I don't know. To talk about the financial department and that. Because I know Zelle you can do in advance, but Zelle is kind of tricky at the gate. Yeah, because you have to, unless you can show on your phone or something. Yeah, but we'll adjust it already.
Good evening, everybody. I have something really quickly in regards to our volunteer need and pull. Again, I want to highlight that it is so important that anyone interested in volunteering that will be reaching out to us directly, they should go to internationalfestivaloflife.com to fill out that form. That form has very key information that we need and require for those individuals, and they must submit it. As far as I know, we're not taking individual emails per se in regards to anybody that's interested. There's a reason why we have the form created, and we need to make sure that that process is followed through on so that we don't lose track of anyone and that we stay consistent so that we can begin to focus on other key aspects of the festival.
Wonderful. And thank you. And just to touch back on, because I know question was asked earlier about performers, and I said later on you'll get the full lineup. But I must mention that for the gospel category, there are so many people calling, but we have up to so far 2 or 3 of the gospel performers. One of them was Tamari, and then there's another one by the name of but maybe Geraldine can help with that.
Well, Harry,
Little Harry. And then we also have
Marguerite Gatlin,
uh,
the Turner Sisters. That's in the gospel. You're talking about the gospel category.
right, but the one that were registered already who will return their RSVP form. I know those are 2 or 3. There's this other person by the name of attorney and his name just slipping right now. But he and his wife, I think, is in the same group. So they're on the list. They may not make it on the awards day. If we can't fit them in, we'll try to fit them another day. But we did receive their RSVP. And because there's so many RSVP, we have to go to them slowly. Make sure we can fit them before we put notify them.
Mr. Martin, I think there's a follow-up question to vendors. Are non-food vendors still available?
Yes.
Non-food vendors.
Non-food vendors, yeah, we still have a few more spaces for non-food. And we have available for games. For vendors with games, we still have openings for more games because there's so many kids coming this time. Yeah, so. And you see, the Festival of Life, I must mention, is like a safe haven for our young people. It's a time for them to get them off the dangerous street, for them to come and learn and educate themselves on some of the things that we're about, learn about the culture, the lifestyle of people from different countries, and of course, to participate in different activities. Some of them we are putting them on the variety stage, so that they can get a breakout. Yeah. So whatever we can do for the kids to get them away from the street, that's what it's all about. And I know the mayor and the city, they are asking for more activities to get the kids away from the dangerous street. Okay, I think that's it. That's it for now.
Carl Washington here.
Go
So
ahead.
I just wanted to just listen. Greetings, everyone. I did the production for the last Chicago Music Awards coming in from the Jazz Fest in New Orleans. So I'll be coming in probably June 7th. I'll be in Chicago to the duration of the festival and the festivities. So after, I'll be taking a role as the production manager again per Martin, and basically also with vendors. I was the vendor coordinator for Congo Square for Jazz Fest. And so I'll be coming in, and first things I would like to be able to have a discussion with is the stage. Is the stage in place? Who's going to be doing the generators? Who's going to be doing sound? Who's going to be doing video? The production elements that's going to be on the ground. That's probably the first things I'll be addressing. And then we'll be looking at vendors and quality of vendors and setup and decor, so forth and so on. So I just want to just listen and be familiar with where you are with the festival and at present. And I look forward to working with everyone when let me give y'all some video. Yeah, give some video so y'all can see as well. I'm sorry. So I'm just looking forward to work with y'all. I'm a lot of things, but one of the best things that I do is produce festivals. So I know everybody's role as it relates to the whole festival, any festival. So I'm just coming in to add what I do and work with you all about culture. So you all can expect me in the city, but I'll leave my number, my email if anyone want to reach me at any time. I'm available now up until the event. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Peace.
Thank you. Yes, and we're pleased to have you back with us again. I know I've been watching the Jazz Fest and the national news throughout in the last few weeks when it was, and we see that it was a very successful event. I see Tavis Smiley was with it every day, going live nationally, and I've been listening to him and see what was going on there. And he speak highly of it, and everything from the exhibitors to the performers, it was just off the chain. So we look forward to you coming to be a part.
Some of that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and then we then have some other production people that might be coming in from out of town too. And these are a real vet, especially for the awards, and then maybe bringing some celebrities with them. But we're not going to talk about that until we get closer to the event. That will let it be a surprise to Chicago. But I want to say a very special thanks to all the team members. You have been wonderful. You have been great. You have been doing a marvelous job, and we appreciate it. And I noticed we didn't mention the other performers, especially Afrobeat. We have about 4 or 5 different Afrobeat entertainers that will be performing, and we have a whole lot of other reggae and Caribbean entertainers. But later on, you'll be seeing them on the internet and on the website, and they will all be having a great time.
Martin, I have a question. Earlier when you mentioned about the mayor and how he wants to see more activities for our youth, I I want to ask you, do you have anything at the festival that's going to be catering to the youth? What do you have that the youth can take part in?
Well, we have some games and maybe for the soccer. I know most of the people, if we're going to the soccer, get approval, then they will already have their team, but they will have the time for kids to participate in something.
Because I was just thinking maybe, I don't know if that's something you want to take on, but the festivals that I've worked with, we've always created like a kids corner where there were activities where they had someone either reading to them or they were doing some type of activity or had their own entertainment. There were different things that we had that drew them, or even set up an area like a play area, even where they might have had a lot of inflatables, things like that. Because for an event like that, you have to have something that the kids will want to do. So it's always good to have just a suggestion, if not this year, maybe next year, think of creating maybe a kids corner or, something like that, something for the children, even if it's just learning how to bead, things like that, just have some type of activity going on.
Yeah, thank you. And last year we have several activities, and we are just trying to reconfirm those people coming back with those games, and we hope to have them back out to, have other games that kids can participate in. But we'll know in a couple of weeks if those people will be available to return.
I mean, since you are, the one who made Lakeshore Drive, Lakeshore Drive, then maybe we can have that corner in the event where they learn about who he was and his contribution to the area and, those kind of historical facts for the kids. So it's an African event. And so that would give them great knowledge of, self and, something that, can also be fun and learning, some kind of creative thing since we're in Chicago.
Wonderful. And what we want to do on the educational stage, which is the variety stage, we want to block out some time for that, talk about the history of Chicago and the Sable and other projects, and to talk about the 1619 project. I know the last time we spoke, Everly and the 1619, thanks to Valerie, because she had to do some of the research on that in 2019, and that was good. So we want to do things like that again, telling about 400 years, because in 2019 it was the 400th anniversary of the 1619 project. So it's now 405 this year, but we want to have people to tell the story, tell the history of the Black movements and how we got here and what our young people need to know. So if there are people with a story to tell, and so storytellers, we want to have them to be a part of this stage so we can plan it properly. So people can know that when they come out, it's an educated idea, especially like you talk about the kids. They need to know these things, so you want to have the storyteller telling about our history.
And so, Martin, I just saw what Carl posted, which is good. Because like I said, I normally have a sponsor that would sponsor my kids. And that covers that area for everything, all the activities that I want to do for the children on that day. So that's something you probably have to look into, is trying to get a sponsor who will be willing to sponsor the activities for the day. But again, it's a great idea if you can find something that would draw them to the park, so they can feel part of what we're doing.
That's part of our PR plan and the goal line, especially when TikTok and all the other things to let you know that there are going to be activities for the kids for them to come and learn about their history, their culture, their religion, etc. You know, and but in the meantime, if there are people who may have known of possible persons or other people that may can sponsor a kids corner or something like that, we would welcome that. You know, we're looking to what if you or anyone else know of anyone that may be willing to sponsor Kids Corner, we welcome that also. Okay. Do we have another question? Yes, can someone else take the lead and Valerie, someone else? Or if I don't know if Chris, you want to add anything or anyone else?
No, nothing more to add from PR and media. Just again, just thanking everybody for their time. We will certainly share out a recording of this press conference tomorrow, probably midday. We will continue to update the community on all of the performing artists that will join us and updates and all of those wonderful things. Our social media gurus, Christine or Dean, thank you so much. You'll see more pushes from us and looking forward to having a very, very, not to use the wrong term, but a play on the weekend, explosive weekend with some really wonderful artists that we're excited you've asked us for these artists. And so they're in Chicago and it's a wonderful opportunity to, again, to promote reggae, dancehall, the genre that we love, and all of the wonderful genres of music in Chicago. So it's a really big thing for us this year. Thank you.
Thank you. And it's good to also see DJ Tillman, he's nominated this year, and he's one of the persons who will be exhibiting his talent at the Music Awards night, and there are several others that are going to be doing it. So we want to welcome and say thanks to all the participants, the media, the families, and everyone. We thank you for your involvement and your participation. Tomorrow evening, our social media team will be meeting, and then after they will have more to tell you and to share with you going forward with the blitz that we want to create for after tomorrow going forward. You know, want to just have a blitz going every day. You know, so once the social media together team, Valerie already laid the foundation in a way, and we just want to get full team to get busy and keep people talking every moment of the day in different platforms about the Festival of Life and the Chicago Music Awards.
If I may, I mean, production we're talking about, but I'm an advocate. I'm a strong advocate for youth. And so that was, I think you, Georgine, mentioned in the strengthening the kids area, correct?
Yes.
So basically, you know, a lot of talk we centered around youth activity and youth support and youth this and that, and don't add up. So when I come in, if I can get someone to make contacts with possible prospects who can sponsor, I would take on the lead. I know sponsorship. I would support that and see if we can get enough funding to just strengthen that area a little more than what it is and give some real activities for the youth when they come. They deserve it. So I mean, I just wanted to just mention that if I can get the prospects or who the youth organizations are, who actually doing the funding, you know, there's chatter about who fund youth stuff, and I'll support that when I get there. So I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is Valerie once again, and one of the things about it's been a while since I've worked in this capacity, but working with the youth organizations, the nonprofit organizations that do receive community grants, development block grants, and everything. One of the benefits, especially working with seniors, high school students, is that this is a public service opportunity for them. So as Mr. Martin said, that they can learn event production, they can learn civic work, they can learn music and arts and all those things by giving their time, and it counts towards, their service hours for school. And it can all go through the nonprofit organization. Yeah.
Thank you. I want to acknowledge DJ Fire to because he's one of the person who has been burning fire, musical fire. I was up to over the last 25 years in Chicago here. And I'm sure you're going to see him touching on some music there at this weekend at Black 4th weekend celebration. So we welcome you also, Fire, and all the other people that will be taking the stage and will be doing different things. We want to say thanks to all of you. And as we promised, we will never go over the time. So with that being said, I think if somebody says it's now 8 o'clock, so 9 o'clock in some countries, some of you from different parts, some of you maybe 6 o'clock in your region, 9 o'clock is great. But here in Chicago, we are 8 o'clock, so it's time for us to go for now. Thanks to everyone for participating. Next week, Wednesday again, will be our regular meeting to discuss the plan. And as we get closer, we'll start having our production meeting. Right now, we have weekly social media meeting. Just for the people who are supporting us with social media. And of course, there are some of you who are supporting your own time, but not to the extent of committing to do it all the way. So only the people on the social media team will be meeting tomorrow and the social media. And then later on with the entertainers part of it, we'll have a meeting when it's necessary, when all the entertainers are finalized. We'll talk about the participants in that respect with the entertainment team in that respect, which include performers and nominees and everything with Felipe and other people on the team. With that being said, is there anyone to move for the adjournment of this meeting?
I move for the adjournment of the meeting.
Second.
Yes, and for the YouTube, thank all those people on the YouTube watching and via YouTube. Thank you for your participation, and don't forget to go to a International Festival of Life to get tickets, vendor, sponsor, etc. All the information you need is there. But encourage all your family, friends, and others. It's going to be a grand weekend celebration because this event is will be going on in Chicago for July 4th weekend. Officially, we are the activity for that weekend, except for NASCAR, which everybody going for NASCAR. But Festival of Life is where everyone will be on July 4th. You can come out and there are lots of food vendors for you to get your food. You don't have to stay home and barbecue. Come out and get your food with your family. Pick a spot and have a nice family reunion, get together, whatever it may be.